We really look forward to coming to play a concert for you guys. We hope to come in September of next year. We just have to wait and get confirmation that everything is going to be okay with the coronavirus. We should be alone together. No, don't need to be forever. We should be alone together. A lot of parents around the world really enjoyed the opportunity to spend real quality time, and for things like work and stuff like that to have, being taken away from them. Waking up at home every day with the children and playing with the kids at home, and also doing new activities, trying to find ways of keeping healthy and keeping the mind active and stuff like this. I think that it was a great opportunity. It was also very difficult sometimes because the kids, it was hard to keep them occupied. When schools are closed and stuff like that, it's also hard because having to do homeschooling, that was a challenge. But I think, in the time that we've all had, obviously with the pandemic, I think it's just more important that we've managed to all stay safe and we're all still here, even though it's not over yet. Hopefully, as the next year rolls on, we will see it disappear.
It's actually written by Shane and Mark. With a producer called Rami, who wrote When You're Looking Like That. And I guess exactly what you say, written in the pandemic, it's about all of us being apart, the world coming together. And it's amazing as we sit here talking to you on Zoom, to think that pretty much every country in the world was facing the same dilemma. We weren't allowed, pretty much out of our houses. We weren't allowed, normal life was not normal, as we once knew. We weren't flying, we weren't traveling, and even if that's not normal, we weren't even venturing to the shops or as much, or, one walk a day. It was, in some countries, it was, stricter than others. So I guess capturing a song called Alone Together was probably a bright idea, considering everybody was in the same situation. Well, straight away, we've written more of this album collectively. So it's more creative from ourselves, internally. That's definite. I think the Spectrum album was a different time. It was 3 years ago now, and it was probably more pop rock, maybe more singer-songwriter, a lot of mellow kind of guitar based, I would imagine. This one, like I said, Starlight, is a really big song. And then My Hero, I'm not sure if you've got a copy of the album, but My Hero is a song really about all the frontline workers in the world. And you can take it as your mother or your father or your brother or your sister or your dog. It can be anything you want it to be. Then another song on the album called Alive, again with the pandemic. It's one of those songs that's quite positive about the world coming alive again. So this album, I guess, has thrown loads of different scenarios, and we've captured it all and we've put it out there for people.
The biggest thing for us at this stage of our career, and having done it for so long, is just being able to continue to do it. I think it's not as easy as people think in the world for us to kind of keep the Westlife flag flying high. We can keep it flying, but how high is it going to be? Like the biggest boy band in the world, how do you do that? And I think making new albums and making sure that the albums are good enough and strong enough, and then coming on tour and making sure that our concerts are good enough and strong enough to keep our audience wanting to come back for more. So I think the dream for us now is just to keep it going and to try and keep Westlife alive. I think the songs like World of Our Own and You Raise Me Up, Flying Without Wings, Swear It Again, some of those songs, yeah. I think all of those songs, they never really, when you have great songs, which we are lucky to have, you don't get bored of singing them. It's only when the songs are
quite modest of you.
Okay, you kind of get a little bit bored of singing them, and then
when you have the best songs in the world,
biggest boy band of that song.
We did not plan it, we were just mucking around, and myself and Shane had guitars, and we just started playing the song, and then Nicky and Mark just kind of came around, and we just started singing the song, and there was a camera guy there on the day. He wasn't supposed to be there for that reason. He was there for another reason. And our manager says, wow, guys, that sounds really good. I didn't know you could do that. Maybe we should record it. And we were like, yeah, so the camera guy was just like, I can record it now. And we just performed it 1 or 2 more times, and that was it. It was born. But I think you're right. It was nice to see us. It was nice to be able to sit there, just the 4 of us, and make a song by ourselves without any musicians and stuff. And I don't think we've never really done that before. We've never really showed that side of ourselves before. So I think it was a nice thing to be able to do.
I don't know if you know Fairy Tale of New York in Taiwan, or Snow is Floating, Merry Christmas Everybody with Shakin' Stevens, all the old classics. But then some of the current stuff is really good. Coldplay have a really good Christmas song they brought out about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer. There's an Irish band called Picture This have a Christmas song called This Christmas, which every obviously Christmas in Ireland is a really good song.
Ed Sheeran and Elton John are bringing out a new Christmas song.
I haven't heard that yet though, but I'm sure that's going to be wonderful. And then also there's a song called We're Walking in the Air, and there's an Irish artist called Ryan Sheridan who does an unbelievable performance of that song. In fact, we could have done that until we bought, but anyway, we'll go back to that. And that's a great song. But I think, and I haven't cleared this with my good friend Kian, I think in time we should do an actual Christmas song. I've never done one.
Yeah.
But I think it would be a good idea.
Thank you so much for all the love and support that Taiwanese fans have shown us since the very start of Westlife, all the way back in 1999. And we really look forward to coming to play a concert for you guys. We hope to come in September of next year. We just have to wait and get confirmation that everything is going to be okay with the coronavirus. But hopefully we'll see you next year, and thank you for all the love.